Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today I am finally doing a Dollar Tree Get Ready with me using the LA Colors Smoky Quad. If you've been on my channel, you know I bought all four, and I've done an eye look or two with one or two of the other ones, and I was really wanting to do a video dedicated to the Smoky, do kind of a glam look. And so yeah, we will be using this today to get this look, as well as some products that I've used just once before and a couple other brand new products that I've never tried. So we're just gonna be having fun with makeup today, getting this look, and I will tell you what I think. First of all, if you are new to my channel, welcome, and I do hope that you will subscribe, hit that bell, and enjoy lots of Dollar Tree oriented makeup and haul content. The Christmas tree that is behind me was my last video. It's all Dollar Tree decorations, and so I'll have that link down below. If you're interested in seeing me decorate this tree behind me, I wanted to be a little festive for the holiday season. So that was super fun. And of course, if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this video up. I've been meaning to do it for weeks now, but here it is finally. So without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So the product I'm going to use for my eyebrows, I've used once before. It's from the Beauty Essentials brand from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to use it today because it's my newest eyebrow product. And it's just a brown eyebrow pencil. I will have that video linked down below if you want to see. I bought one of everything with this makeup line. The only thing they didn't have was like face products like blush, bronzer, but there were lots of eye products and there were lip products. So I did a full face of this makeup, and I'll have that video linked down below. And I like this pretty much every bit as much as my LA Colors brow pencil. This one is probably a little bit creamier, so I actually really kind of like the tug a little bit better on the LA Colors one, but that might not be the case for you. And of course, the LA Colors brow pencil has really a decent shade selection. You can get like blonde and dark brown, medium brown. I think I did see, I don't know if I saw black, but I think I saw like a taupe or like a light brown. I think this was dark brown. It doesn't say on the pencil itself, but I think this was dark brown, and they had like another shade that was a little lighter, but I kind of favor a slightly darker brow. It kind of looks a mess. For some reason, this brow pencil really kind of looks a mess, but it comes together in the finished product. And to clean up my brows, I'm gonna do the same thing I did in that video. This is another Dollar Tree product by e.l.f., and it's the Cover Everything Concealer, and this is in light. We're gonna use this as a concealer and to clean up our brows. Again, this is the second time I'm using this as well, and I really, really like this concealer. Definitely highly recommend if it pops up in your Dollar Tree. I'm gonna put some on my eyelids as well. So I do hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I hosted it at my house for like the first time ever and cooked my first ever turkey. And my husband had never cooked a turkey before either, but it was a success. We also had a spiral sliced like pre-cooked ham just in case anything went wrong. Those are already looking better. I know you've been waiting for this video for a while where I use the LA Colors Smoky palette. This is one of 4 quads that LA Colors came out with this year. I have all 4 of these. This is the Smoky, and I think the only other one I have not used yet might be, there's like a natural Bare. Bare is one. So it's Bare, Heat, Rose, and Smoky. So I wanted to do like a glam look using the Smoky palette, and I'm just now getting around to it. So here are all 4 of the shades swatched. The black seems to be a little bit more satin, and then the other ones tend to be a little bit more shimmery, so that's okay. The other palettes kind of do like a 2 and 2. So I don't really love this for like an all over color, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I am gonna venture to use all 4 shades, and that might actually make a really good under the brow bone highlight, which you don't always get. So I am gonna kind of cover my lid with this shade here just to kind of brighten it up. The ones that I've used so far have been very pigmented, very high quality. Of course, if you're on my channel often, you know kind of how I feel about the LA Colors eyeshadows. The 4 pans are the best that I've ever used. These ones, and then I have some other ones that I got a couple years ago. Kind of the less pans for LA Colors, kind of the better, at least from what you can buy at the Dollar Tree. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this shade right here and kind of go up to the crease, kind of all over the lid. This is just gonna be like a very kind of smoky eye, just like what the palette says. I am going to work, so it's gonna be a little bit of a dramatic look, I'm hoping. I kind of wish one of these middle tones was a matte, kind of for this purpose right here, but we will make it work. Honestly, if the darkest color and the lightest color in this palette are really good, the in-between ones do not matter as much, I don't feel. So I'm not in love with it so far, but we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna go into that darkest shade right here and really kind of smoke this out. So comment down below and let me know where you spent Thanksgiving. Did you do it at home? Did you go to a restaurant? Did you go to family's house? Last year was actually the first year in years that I was actually off on Thanksgiving, but I was not home last year for Thanksgiving. We went to our friend's house. But yeah, it was very interesting to be off and be home on Thanksgiving and actually kind of celebrate it, because when you work a lot of times, at least for me, I won't celebrate. I won't do really anything. Especially kind of working nights. You can only celebrate so much when that happens. Kind of want to blend this a little bit more. I went a little bit too high with it for my taste, but like I said, we're gonna make it work. So I think I'm actually gonna do the dark and this other like more kind of slate shade kind of underneath my eyes, but I am wanting something kind of inner. And I do have a glitter eyeliner that I found at the Dollar Tree by NYX. But I think I'm gonna go in and use this, I think for the first time. I don't know if I might have used this once, but it's this LA Colors liquid eyeshadow in Smokin. I find these to be pretty readily available at the Dollar Tree, so I'm just gonna take like a small kind of flat brush and apply this kind of on the inner part, add a little bit of drama. So far, this is not my favorite quad out of the 4, but it is definitely not bad. I'm gonna take a slightly more concentrated brush and kind of go back to the outside and really try to concentrate that black just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna move on with liner, lashes, all that good stuff. The face, we'll come back to the eyes a little bit later and finish up as we always do. So I'm just gonna apply some mascara. This is nothing special, it's just the LA Colors Full Big Lash. I've used this once already in a Get Ready With Me, I believe, and nothing special. I am gonna be wearing lashes. So this is just gonna be on under my lashes, so I'm just gonna apply a coat. Gosh, in a lot of ways, I might say that this is literally the worst LA Colors mascara I've ever used. So I've worn these once already. They're an Ioni lash and they're the Wispy Doll Full. I wrote it on here because I throw away the packaging usually. So like I said, I think it's my second time wearing these. I've already trimmed them. So I'm gonna apply the glue. Of course, I'm just using the Ioni lash glue. I do find this very often now at my Dollar Trees. Pretty much every time I go in there, I have no problem finding it. So while my glue dries, I'm gonna apply some liquid liner, and I am gonna use the one from the Bee Beauty Essentials brand. It's just a black liquid liner, and it twists off. I just tried pulling it again. And this kind of has like your traditional wand. And I am not practiced in just using this regular brush. I've gotten very used to a felt tip, but this one does make it pretty easy to use. So I'm gonna let my liquid liner dry, pop on my lashes, and I will be right back. So my lashes are on, we're gonna move on with the face and all that good stuff. I don't really have a new foundation product, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the new Color Moisturizing Foundation in medium. I'm gonna apply it with my e.l.f. silicone sponge applicator. I've used this twice already, and the first time I hated it. Second time, I really liked it. And the difference was the first time I used the LA Colors liquid makeup and it applied terrible. I had to like redo something else. And I don't remember, I think I used the Sassy Chic BB cream the last time I used it, and I liked it a whole lot better. So I find you just kind of blot it. You don't want to rub it or buff it. You just kind of tap it into the skin. This thing really does apply makeup like a dream when it's the right stuff. I'm actually excited to try this with like a Believe Beauty foundation, or like my Wet n Wild, like some of my like super favorite foundations, because this just really, like I said, the first time I used this, I was really thinking it was a major fail, and it was. But man, it just, I don't like that foundation anyway, so it was the foundation. So I'm gonna conceal under my eyes. I'm gonna go back into this e.l.f. And I'm just gonna apply with my fingers. I really enjoyed this too in my last Get Ready With Me. And I love that it's light enough to be like a brightening concealer, and it really does cover very well, very creamy, and a little bit goes a long way. Definitely the best concealer I have tried at the Dollar Tree so far. So I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild pressed powder. This is also from the Dollar Tree. I got this a while back. This is in Warm Light. Again, another wonderful product that I found at the Dollar Tree. I guess it was earlier this year, lots of Wet n Wild foundations and powders from like the Photo Focus line and the Coverall line, and they are wonderful. And I'm just gonna kind of use a brush just to kind of spread it out and get rid of the excess. Really smooth finish, love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna use bronzer, and again, I've used this once before. It's actually an e.l.f. setting powder, and of course I can't use it as a setting powder, but I thought it would make a great bronzer, and it does. It's in medium dark, so of course if you have the skin tone, you use it as a setting powder, but luckily, I thought a little bit outside the box and thought it would be a great matte bronzer. Just a beautiful, beautiful result. So this blush is new to my collection. It's one of the LA Colors blush singles, and this is in Sweet Cheeks. It's a really bright pink. And then I'm gonna go over top of it with this e.l.f. This is in Shy. It's kind of like a highlighter, but I think it's really pretty. It's like an all over color, a blush topper, really gorgeous product that I was not sure about, but I've fallen in love with it. So I'm gonna go in with a really, really light hand because I don't want this to be too over the top pink. So you can get a very nice, I was actually a little hesitant to use this shade at all with this makeup look. That's it, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm always very heavy-handed, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go over it with this e.l.f. highlighter as kind of a blush topper. This creates such like an ethereal, angelic like effect. I don't even know if the camera can pick it up, but it is just absolutely stunning. Little goes a long way. I'm done, that is it. But it just creates this beautiful, like I said, just like angelic glow. So I'm gonna use this as a shimmer powder. I ended up using this in my last video as like an inner corner highlight, and I'm gonna use it actually as a highlighter today. So this is the e.l.f. shimmer, and this is in Gold. And this isn't like the shiniest shimmer powder, and I was a little bit afraid it was gonna be a little bit too like gold, but it looks like it's really applying very, very easily. Put a little bit on my jawline here. Actually really pretty. It went on a lot prettier and nicer and a lot less offensive than I thought. I thought it was gonna be really kind of like yellow-ish, but it's really not. It's beautiful. Very, very pretty. So I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner, and I'm gonna use the Beauty Essentials pencil liner, and I got this in black, and it's not great, you guys. But I am gonna use it again, give it another try. I'm gonna try to warm it up on my hand and just see, give it another chance. You know, you just never, ever know. Of course, the waterline is the absolute hardest. I feel like I was able to prepare for it this time. It's actually doing a decent job, like as in I'm able to work with it, not that I like love it. Sometimes you just need to kind of know what you're expecting and have your expectations be there with it, you know? Because sometimes I go in with way too much confidence, and then other times not enough. Okay, so now I'm gonna like do the inner corner, the under the brow bone highlight, line underneath, and I'm trying to think of where I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna start with under my brow bone, and I'm gonna go into that first shade, that lightest shade right here. I'm gonna get my setting spray, it's just a Wet n Wild setting spray. I think this is actually gonna do really, really well. I'm gonna kind of blur it a bit. I really didn't need to go in that strong. That's really pretty. Of course, I'm doing a show tonight, so if this is a little dramatic, it's okay, but you know, you can of course tone this look down if you need to. Not everybody's looking to look crazy the way I am. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of color underneath my eye, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here that we did not use, although it's very similar to this liquid eyeshadow shade, and I'm gonna venture to not make a mess. It's probably not gonna do a whole lot because I did line a little bit thick under my eyes because the waterline is just so hard. So before we move on to the lips, I was very excited to find these NYX Glitter Liners. This is in Crystal Silver. I did buy 3. And I'm trying to think now if I want to go in with Crystal Pewter. No, I think I'm going to stick with this one right here. So I'm just going to kind of go under the inner corner. Of course, this is obviously an unnecessary like last step if you don't have this product or are not interested in being like extra like I am. Like I said, I'm almost always a little bit extra. This is gorgeous. Again, the glitter is just so fine. So like if you like a little bit of sparkle, and of course you can wear this different ways. You know, you can wear it as an actual liner. I like to drag it up just a little bit, kind of into the crease where you would do like a cut crease. And it's just such a fine glitter that it just adds that little bit of extra sparkle. So I'm gonna finish up with the lips. The first is this e.l.f. lip liner and blending brush, and this is in the shade Wine. It was the only shade that I saw when I was there. I don't know if there's other shades at other Dollar Trees. So it's a dual-ended product. So there's a lip liner on this side, and then there's a brush on this side. So let's just go on in. Kind of a pet peeve of mine is when I get a lip liner and it's too light. It's like, that ain't no good. And I seem to have that problem fairly often. So I'm gonna use the brush and just blend it in. Really nice. It's a very blendable lip liner, very creamy, and I love the shade. You could really use this for a really good natural look or for a dramatic look. So I was very excited that in my last Dollar Tree haul, I found the Maybelline lip color palette. And I did see a bunch of these the other day when I went to Dollar Tree as well. So let me know if you have found these at your local Dollar Tree yet. It comes with a little brush that is absolutely perfect for this purpose. And I think for this look, I'm actually gonna go into this second shade right here. I swatched a few of them in my last haul, but I did not swatch that one. These are very creamy. They're shiny, but not too shiny. They just kind of blend on like a dream. And I figured this could be really good for travel or even like, you know, in your makeup bag. That way you don't have to carry a bunch of different lip colors because you pretty much have everything in here. Dark to light, dramatic to neutral, your reds, your pinks, your fuchsias. What more could you want? So I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me, testing out a couple of new products that I found at the Dollar Tree, but most specifically, finally digging into the LA Colors Smoky Quad. My biggest takeaway is that it's not, I love the result that I got, but I also had a little bit of help from a couple of other products. I think I would have overall maybe been a little disappointed with this product by itself. It is, out of the four, I think it is my least favorite, mainly because of the shimmers, and I do wish there was like another matte or two. So like I said, I felt like I needed a little bit of help, but I really lack a lot of stuff in this color story, so I was really happy to try it. And like I said, I was able to pull it together, so it's a great companion to other stuff, because I don't have a lot of these shades in other quads, other trios, other palettes. So like I said, my least favorite probably out of the four, but still a very, very, very nice quad. I also don't feel that the quality is quite as good. I don't know if it's just the shades make it where the shimmers don't feel like they pop as much or whatnot, but I felt like the quality of the other ones is a little bit better because the other ones apply like literally like a dream. But yeah, definitely not bad, definitely worth $1. Definitely worth $1 though. So yeah, I'm so glad I got to finally use it and get this look. Of course, use my lip palette, try a blush I have seen forever at the Dollar Tree over the years, and just kind of dig into some products and use them for a second time. Things that I recently hauled and used in one Get Ready With Me. So super excited to finally get this done. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, show me you did by hitting the like button. Of course, as always with my videos, if you can share them with people that you think may enjoy them, it helps me and my channel out so very much. I will have my entire Get Ready With Me playlist as well as my Dollar Tree makeup and haul playlist linked down below. And that Dollar Tree Decorate With Me I will have also linked down below, as well as some of the Get Ready With Me's and hauls that I mentioned throughout the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.